Teacher Talking Sports, what it does, what it do, how we live, and let's continue our series of NBA Mount Rushmores. This will be the 12th NBA team I have done, doing one daily. Today is the Indiana Pacers. In these NBA Mount Rushmores, I attempt to name the four best players in franchise history, at least in my eyes. Now, my rule has been that I do not include ABA, and I think that affects the Pacers maybe more so than any other team because the Pacers were in the ABA from 1967-68 until 1975-76, and they won three ABA championships. They've yet to win an NBA title. They did make the NBA Finals in the 1999-2000 season, but lost to the Lakers. So because I don't include ABA, famous Pacers such as Roger Brown, Mel Daniels, Freddie Lewis, and George McGinnis will not be on this Mount Rushmore. Honestly, if I did include ABA, probably three of the four would have been guys that I named. But I'm looking strictly at NBA. So for these Mount Rushmores, I only look out for how the player did for the team I am doing. So today, the Pacers. Name the players in alphabetical order by last name. They are not ranked. Let's get into it. The Indiana Pacers NBA Mount Rushmore. Let's start with PG 13. Paul George. He was the 10th overall pick by the Pacers in 2010. Ended up playing 7 seasons for the Pacers last season, 2016-17. 7 seasons, 448 games. Posted per game averages of 18.1 points, 6.3 rebounds, 3.2 assists, and 1.7 steals. George was named to four All-Star teams in his time with the Pacers. Had 3 seasons in which he averaged over 20 points per game. He was named the most improved player in the 2012-13 season. He was All NBA third team 3 times, All Defensive second team twice, All Defensive team first team once with the Pacers. He finished ninth in MVP voting in the 2013-14 season. Paul George, the first member of the Pacers Mount Rushmore. Probably the guy you'd first think of when you think of Indiana Pacers greats. Reggie Miller, the 11th overall pick in the 1987 draft. Reggie Miller spent the entirety of his 18-season career with the Pacers in 1,389 games, averages of 18.2 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1.1 steals. He led the league in free throw percentage 5 times in his career, an absolute sharpshooter, connected on nearly 40% of his three-point tries in his career, still fourth all-time in three-pointers made. You have to think if he played in this era, he'd be putting up numbers close or very comparable to what Steph Curry has done in his career from the three-point arc. Miller was named to the NBA's 75th anniversary team. He was named an All-Star 5 times in his career. 3 times was an All-NBA third-team member. Miller averaged over 20 points a game 4 straight seasons from 89-90 to 92-93, and also in 95-96, 96-97. Known for his playoff exploits, Miller actually averaged 2.4 more points per game in the postseason than he did in the regular season. Reggie Miller, the second member of the Pacers Mount Rushmore. Next, we have Jermaine O'Neal. O'Neal joined the Pacers in the 2000-2001 season, playing for them until the 2007-08 season. In his 8 seasons and 514 career games with Indiana, O'Neal went on to average 18.6 points, 9.6 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2.4 blocks per game. O'Neal averaged at least 2 blocks a game every season with the Pacers, had 4 straight seasons from 02-03 to 05-06 in which he averaged over 20 points per game, from 3 straight seasons from 01-02 to 03-04 where O'Neal averaged double-digit rebounding totals, much like Paul George. He is also a former most improved player. He won it in the 2001-02 season, 6-time All-Star with the Pacers, made 1 All-NBA second team, 2-time third team All-NBA. Finished third in MVP voting in the 2003-04 season. Jermaine O'Neal, the third member of the Pacers Mount Rushmore. And let's end with the Duncan Dutchman, Rick Smits. Rick Smits was the second overall pick in the 1988 NBA draft. Spent all 12 of his NBA seasons with the Pacers. In his 867 career games, Smits went on to average 14.8 points, 6.1 rebounds, 1.3 blocks. Maybe not the greatest numbers, but he definitely had a huge impact for some very, very good Indiana Pacers teams. His last season, he was a part of the Pacers team that reached the NBA Finals. For his career, shot 50.7% from the field. In the 97-98 season, he was named to the All-Star team. That season, he also finished 16th in MVP voting. Smits averaged double-digit scoring every season in his career. Had his second season averaged over 2 blocks per game. Rick Smits was pretty deadly from the mid-range for a guy standing 7 feet 4 inches tall. Impressive 77.3% free throw percentage as a guy that tall. Rick Smits, the fourth member of the Pacers Mount Rushmore. So again, in alphabetical order by last name, we have Paul George, Reggie Miller, Jermaine O'Neal, and Rick Smits. As always, let me name some honorable mentions. They include Danny Granger, Mark Jackson, Billy Knight, who was also affected by the no ABA. I think his first 2 seasons were in the ABA. Detlef Schrempf, Domantas Sabonis, Dale Davis, Herb Williams, Chuck Person, Ron Artest, and Vern Fleming. So there you have it. I've done 12 of these bad boys, 18 to go. Teacher and me says, boop, boop, boop. We are 40% done with these NBA Mount Rushmores. They are flying by. Again, doing one daily. Tomorrow will be the Los Angeles Clippers, so stay tuned for that. Don't forget to subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.